before I talk about the day 10 exercise, I want to remind you that we are going to have a written midterm next Wednesday. Okay, and that will be our first midterm. So next Monday we are still gonna have a lecture, and next Wednesday on 8 a.m. I'm gonna release a exam paper on Canvas system, and after that you have 12 hours, so from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And then after you have the exam paper, and you just need to create a separate document and type all your answers, and make sure you submit your solution or your answers before 8 p.m. next Wednesday. Okay, and if you want to, you can mark your calendar. Oh, I I use a wrong I use a wrong headset. Well, anyway, let's move on. Uh, let's take a look on the question. Well, let's see the first question. So for the first question, if we want to count from the start to the end, and we want to print all the values on the same line, okay? And if we want to do that, you can say we start by printing the start, right? So uh, while start is smaller or equal. Let me do that in a different way. So let me assign I equals start. So now I'm using the I instead. I'm not touching the start anymore. And then while I is smaller or equal to the end, and then I'm gonna print I, and then I'm gonna do I plus equals 1. So how do you like this? So every time I'm gonna print the I, and then I'm gonna make I increase by 1. So as long as I is smaller or equal to the end, and then I'm gonna continue this process, right? And then if I run this, and let's take a look. So the first color, well, we need to take a look on the color. And the first color is we want to print from 5 to 10, and we have 5 to 10. And the next one we want to print from -1 to 10, and then we have -1 to 10. Okay, so it seems that we have that, but remember the formatting is still another issue. So we want to print 5 a space, 6 a space, 7 a space, and those are going to be on the same line, right? So I definitely want to do a the I, and then you want to do comma and equals empty string. So if you want to do this, and then we are printing everything on the same line. Well, and it's not quite right yet, but let's run this and see what we have. Now we have 5 to 10 all together. No space, no line break. And then -1 to 10. Again, no space, no line break. So it's still not quite correct. So after printing each of the value, we also want to print a space, and then no line break yet, and equals nothing. So we print after each number printed, we print a space, no line break. So let me run this and see if it is any better. Okay, so 5 to 10 separated by spaces, and -1 to 10 separated by spaces. So we are better. But again, the problem is after we stop at 10, there's no line break. So where should we put the line break? We should put the line break here, because after finishing one line from the start to the end, eventually we need a break. So this break should be added here. So you can either put a print here, or you want to do a else colon print. It's also okay. So whichever you are comfortable with. So let me run this again. And to do, we do have that. Okay. Well, and just in case, it doesn't record my voice well enough, I was reminding you at the very beginning of this video that we are going to have the first written exam next Wednesday. Next Monday, we still will have a normal lecture video, and that next Wednesday, I'm going to release an exam paper on Canvas on 8 a.m., and the due will be on 8 p.m. And you don't have to write anything on the exam paper. You simply create a new document and type all your your answers and save the file, submit the file by 8 p.m. on next Wednesday, and then I'm gonna grade the submitted files. Okay? Yep, so that's for next Wednesday, our first written exam. Good luck.